Our domestic service trip programs allow students to travel domestically throughout the United States to work with different nonprofit organizations.
I went to Missoula, Montana my junior year.
I went on a trip to Kentucky, to the rural regions of eastern Kentucky, to do home building with the Christian Appalachian Project.
Maggie's Place in Phoenix, Arizona.
I first participated in LA this past spring at Homeboy Industries and Dolores Mission. Very life-changing and just eye-opening.
When I started at the university, there were international service trips, but there weren't really any domestic service trips that were coordinated by the university. So in 1990, we started to do some domestic trips.
Some of our service trips are presence-based, so working in a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter, getting to know the clients and the people that the organization is serving.
In Montana, we were working with the unhoused population with a couple different organizations there. We worked with Hope Rescue Mission, and they have a drop-in center that provides resources to people that are facing housing insecurities. And we also worked with the Poverello Center, which was your typical homeless shelter.
We would go to the Poverello Center, work with the clients there. Some days we would make food. We were able to clean their kitchen and their dormitories, help out with miscellaneous tasks. My third trip was to Maggie's Place, Arizona. We worked with pregnant and expectant mothers who were experiencing homelessness.
Some of our trips are home repair and disaster recovery based, so flooding in New Orleans or Kentucky, repairing homes for individuals who have recently acquired a disability.
These domestic service trips, they're magical and there's really no other way to describe it. I was working with the Christian Appalachian Project, who does home repair for people who are either unable to perform or unable to afford housework and home repair so that they can have a safe and comfortable living environment in rural Kentucky. We were redoing the roof of a client's house, and we spent 4 days harnessed into the roof, doing some demolition and then rebuilding it.
In Kentucky, my group was working on building a new ramp for our clients, and every group kind of had like a little different project to do. So it was nice because we also got to interact with the people whose house we were repairing and got to know their story.
And then we also do trips that are immersion-based, so going to a different part of the country and learning about the organization, learning about the clients that we're working with, the demographic, the culture, and then bringing what we learned back to our community at the University of Scranton and taking that knowledge and advocating for the people that we worked with.
So my second trip, I went to Los Angeles, California to work with Homeboy Industries. Homeboy Industries is an organization that works with formerly incarcerated or formerly gang-involved individuals to get them a job and get them back into society outside of their gang affiliation or outside of prison.
Going to Homeboy, meeting Father Greg Boyle was a highlight because what he's been able to do with Homeboy Industries is truly inspiring. We worked with different communities in the LA area. We worked with members of Skid Row, at-risk youth, and members of the parish at Dolores Mission Church. It was really eye-opening to see how other people live their day-to-day lives. Coming from a small town in New Jersey, I don't really see most of the systemic inequalities communities face, but going on that trip, it helped open my eyes.
It's super important for us to have chaperone witnesses with them, university employees.
I have been on 4 trips actually. I did Homeboy in LA most recently. I did New Orleans, Puerto Rico, and Kentucky. I've never had a bad experience. There's nothing that we couldn't overcome. The students are wonderful and they can get you through anything.
Because we're a Jesuit and Catholic institution, we do focus on reflection. We start with the what, and then while we're there, we do the so what, and then when they come back, they do the now what. Like, what are they going to do with what they learned?
From the minute I stepped foot on campus, I learned about the Jesuit ideals and what it means to have a Jesuit education. And going on these service trips, I feel like gave me a really good context of how to put those ideals into place.
I felt a calling to help spark change, and going on the trip inspired me to apply for JVC, which is a year of service. Going on the trip and seeing that individuals face this systemic inequality has inspired me to dedicate a year to serving these underserved communities.
These service trips, they really have inspired me to continue to do this for the next year of my life. So I'm going to be a JV volunteering for a year with the Jesuit Volunteer Organization. And these service trips really paved the way for that. When I started college, if you told me I'd be doing this right now, I never would have believed you. I didn't even know what it was, but I can't imagine a different path for my life right now than doing a year of service with JBC.
The trip definitely had a way bigger impact than I expected. It inspired me to change the whole trajectory of my future, basically, taking a whole year off and dedicating it to service. I just got my placements this morning. Look at me, it changed my life. It changed my life. So if your money can go towards changing someone's life, then what else would you want to do with your money?